Hello, Heather. My name is Precious, and I'll be replying to your discussion board, our first discussion board question about should Christians be held to higher ethical standards than others in life and in the workplace. I like to start off by saying I actually do agree with you that Christians should be held to higher standards concerning ethics than others because, we study the Bible, we try to live by Christ, and Christ wants us to love everybody, to help everybody. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at some notes I wrote. Just be there for everybody, and that's not something that the average person would do. Sometimes, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, worldly people may treat others better than another based on, education or socioeconomic status. But as Christians, we should love everybody, treat everybody the same, and, just be there for everybody. So I do believe Christians should be held in higher standards. Also, my question was to myself as I was going through this, like reading your post, is what does it really mean for a Christian to be held in a higher ethical standard? Because, in professionalism or in a profession, there is a code of conduct, I guess also a code of ethics, that states how a person should be towards clients, towards job duties, etc. And, any employee who works for that corporation or in that profession has to adhere to that. But what does it really mean for a Christian to be held to higher standards if they have to follow the same code of ethics as their co-workers? And does it mean that because they're Christian, should their compassion level be high? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Should it be above average than what is asked? So, should it be because they exemplify love or have love for people that a non-believer coworker may have? If any of this makes sense, I'm trying to make it make sense, and I guess what I'm trying to say is, what would make a Christian believer ethics standards higher than a non-believer's in a workplace? Is it a positive attitude every day, or always being uplifted? Because at the end of the day, Christian professionals and Christian people are are humans too. And anytime you work with people, there comes a burnout. And I experienced that working with children. You get burned out because it's you giving yourself to others on a daily basis, which can get tiring. So that leads me to my other point that I came across in the book, where it stated that self-care is essential to ethical, competent practice. The ethics of self-care have been made clear by a number of professional organizations. And the author of this is Richard D. Parsons and Karen L. Dickinson, copyrighted 2017. It's a book, and it's titled, it's our class book, but I'm going to give you the title, Ethical Practice in the Human Services from Knowing to Being. So, yeah, that's what my point was, as Christians, we get burned out. And, even though Christians are held to higher standards, is it appropriate that we have a slip up and they may not always display? Because, like I said, we're humans, and humans makes mistakes. But as the book stated, self-care is an essential part of working in the human service profession, or anytime you're giving yourself to others. But Heather, I am glad I had the opportunity to comment or reply to your post. And as I stated before, I very much agree with your statement that Christians should be held to higher standards in the workplace than non-Christian believers.